Okay, this will be the variation and curve fitting test for 2018-2019 new video. Your packet may be slightly different than this, so just try to follow the number concept. What we want to do on these variation problems, before we even start, okay, answering these, we want to do a couple things. First, we want to write the model. Since this says inversely, I start with y equals k over x, because that's what that happens with there. I put the numbers in. Okay, anytime you have a number here, you're going to cross multiply. 30 times 20 is going to be 600 equals k. And then I want to rewrite this model with the new k in it. Okay, so you want to do that every time, okay, regardless. Then we can answer the questions. What's the constant? 600. What's the equation? Y equals 600 over x. Then I can use this to find this. Find x when y is 2. So 2 equals 600 over x. I want to cross multiply there, so it's 2x equals 600. And divide by 2 gives me x is 300. But let's make sure we do that. Model, k, equation. Okay? Same thing for this. Y varies inversely with x and directly with z. Inversely with x, so that would go underneath, directly with z. I'm going to put my numbers in. Y is 15, x is 24, z is 30. I'm going to cross multiply this here. Okay, 24 times, or 15 times 24. That's 360 equals 30k, or k30, doesn't matter. Divide by 30, I'm going to get k is 12. And then I'm going to rewrite my equation with the 12 in it. What's the constant? 12. What's the equation? 12z over x. Go through those steps, it's a lot easier. Okay? Y varies jointly as x and the square of z. Okay, so that would be the model. Put my numbers in. Now, what I would do is I would type those into the calculator to figure those out. It's -4. Divide by -4. I get k equals -8. And I rewrite my equation. Okay? What is my constant? -8. What is my equation? Just like that. Okay? Y varies jointly as x and z. Here would be the model. Numbers. 4 and 5. Once again, I would type those in and get 20. Divide by 20, you get 3. And then I'm going to rewrite my equation. So that changed, all right? Regardless of the problem, that's what we're going to do. Then it says find y when x is 2 and z is 8. Okay? So since all those numbers are on one side, it's 48. Okay? Question number 5. The key thing is models. No numbers. So that's going to be directly with x and inversely as y. Okay? This problem, okay, very simple. If you get y by itself, this would be y equals k over x, because the x would move back underneath, that'd be inverse. This one, the y would move up here. Okay? And the k would move down here, so this one's going to be neither. This will obviously be inverse. This obviously will be direct. Okay, if I move that x back, that's y equals kx, that's direct. And this is going to be neither, because if I move the k back under, k can't be in the bottom. That's why those are neither, because k ends up in the bottom and I can't do that. Okay? Let's go on to questions 7 and 8. Okay, so the same kind of concept here. Okay, with the variation. Okay, so I do time. Whoops. Time. Inversely, rate. So that would be, I'm going to use T for time, R for rate. So that'd be T equals K over R. Okay, 54 miles an hour in 6 hours. I would cross multiply that. So K would be 324. Okay, all right, and then I rewrite this. Okay, then it says 4 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, now if it's 30 minutes, it's 0.5. For 40 minutes, we're going to choose that as 0.6. Okay, once again, I will cross multiply that. So that's 4.6 R. I divide by 4.6. I get 70.43. Okay, whoops. Okay, moving on to this one. We've seen this problem before. Number of bags varies directly. Directly area, inversely weight. Okay, so N, A, and W. So N equals K, directly with area, inversely with weight. Okay, 500 square feet. Okay, it requires 50 bags, so 50 for N, 500 for area, and the weight is 25. So I will cross multiply that there. So that's going to be K and 500. Let's figure out what 50 times 25 is. All right, 1250. Divide by 500. 1250 divided by 500 is 2.5. N equals 2.5 A over W. Okay. How many bags will be needed if you have 800? 800. They weigh 50. When all those numbers are on one side, you can just go ahead and use your fraction button and type those in.
Miss Melvin, please contact 6500. Miss Melvin, 6500. Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to number 9. All right, now, I need this. This is my table. What's easy to do on that is just to go to table. All right. And what you want to do is get these to match up. All right. So I would do like this. Now, as you can see, that doesn't match up. Nope. Okay. 3 times fraction, 1/3 to the x. Hit table. So you can see that still doesn't match up. Let's try this one right here. 1/3. 3 to the x. Table. As you can see, that matches up, so that question is D. Okay? All right. If the table below is an exponential, what is the value of n? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to menu, and I'm going to go to stat. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in these lines above. Zero. Oops, I typed that wrong spot. 0, 1, 2. Okay, 2, 4, 8. Okay, then I would go calc, ray. Since it says exponential, I scroll over to ABX, or exponential, then ABX. I'm going to copy and execute. I don't have to write down the equation. So I'm going to go to the graph, Okay, hit select, that's the key thing. Hit select, then draw. I don't see anything. Let me fix my calculator. Okay, I'm going to do that, so now I see it. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a bunch. Zoom out, execute, zoom out, execute. Okay, now I'm looking to find x when y is 512. And that answer is 8. Okay, moving on. All right, now what's nice here is they give me the equation. Hopefully you can see that. Nope, you cannot. That is the equation. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this y and this x. Okay, so when I go to make my little chart, okay, when I make my chart, all right, I'm going to go time x, bacteria, y. And this will help me. Same thing here. Okay, time x, bacteria, y. Okay, so what's nice is I can just go into the graph and put that equation. 50, 1.8 exponent, I'm going to use x. Okay, that's good enough. I can see that. Okay, so it says, what will the bacteria be after 3 days? So the 3 would go here, so that means when I do this calculation, GSolve, I'm going to do a y cal, because I already have the x. And I'll put 3, and it'll give me 291.6. Okay? It wants to know, all right, when will there be 10,000? So I put 10,000 here. Okay? GSolve, I want to do an xcal and put 10,000. This might be too big. That probably should be 100. No, that's okay. I go 12.93. Okay? All right? Now, moving on to some of these other regression problems. Okay? This one's going to be a cubic. So I'm going to put those values in there. Okay? All right? Menu and stat. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll put the coinciding y's in there, -5, -2 and 2. All right, 1, -3, -4, -1, and 3. Okay, calc, reg, and since it says cubic, I pick x to the third. Okay, so I'm gonna, if I scroll, I can see the kind of equation I want. So it's going to be y equals 0.26 x cubed minus 2.79 x squared plus 7.79x minus 5.57. Okay? All right, once again, this will be the x, this will be the y. So I got time and the velocity. Okay? How much will be after 0.5? So this is the x, this is the y. Okay, so I want to do a y cal here. So copy, execute, menu, graph, got to hit select, draw. Okay, I actually see something there, so I think that might be good. All right, so since I don't know the y, I'm going to do a GSolve y cal, and I'm going to put 0.5 in there. And that's going to give me negative 2.34. Okay, now this one says, when will the velocity be that? Okay, so for this, it's time, x, velocity of y, so this is 2.5. So in this case, I will do an x cal. 6.90. Okay, I think that's it for that page. Okay, moving on. Okay. Now, you got a couple of options here. What I would do, just go ahead and cross this off, and we're just going to work with the years being X and the women being Y on this, okay? And we're going to do a quadratic curve, okay? we are going to do a quadratic curve. We delete all that, delete all that. 1995, 1996, 1998, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2008, 2009, 2010. Okay, 178, 168, 160, 155, 151, 148, 153, 159, 168, 179. Okay, and I'm going to do calc, reg, x squared. Okay, I've got y equals 0.47 x squared minus 1913.61 x plus 1.19. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go years. Years X, women Y. So it says using your equation predict in the year 2014. So I'm going to do a Y cal for the first one. So copy, execute, menu, graph, select, draw. I see nothing. Let's zoom onto this. Okay, now I know that quadratic has to be a curve, so I'm going to keep going until that thing curves. So keep zooming out. That's what I got. G-solve, scroll. I'm going to do y-cal 2014, and I get 211.33. Okay. With the quadratics, I always got to check for multiples. Nope, that's it for that one. Okay, so this one would be years, X, women, Y. It's going to be 170, so I'm going to do an X cal on that. G-solve X, G-solve X cal, and I'm going to put 17. Oh no, I'm sorry, 17. Okay. All right, one of my answers is 1996, and if I hit over, the other answer is 2009. Okay, moving on, I think this is the last question. Yep, it is.
Ms. Clark, please contact 6500. Ms. Clark, 6500. Thank you.
Okay. All right, we're doing an exponential model here for this one. So I'm going to go to menu. Stat. Okay, I'm going to clear this out. Clear this out. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. Okay, 2,000, 2,600. 3,300, 4,200, 5,400, 6,800. Okay, so calc, reg, scroll, exp, abx. So I got y equals 1715.46 times 1.08 to the x power. Okay, now to figure these out, I got time, x, money, y. So this first one, they want to know after 25 years. So 25 will go there, I gotta do a Y cal. Copy, execute, menu graph, select, draw. I don't see anything, let's see if Zoom Auto fixes it. Not really. Let's hit exit and draw, and then go to Zoom Auto, see if that works. Yep, that's better. So you gotta just play around with your calculator till it works. Okay, so we're gonna do G-solve, okay, Y-cal, and put in 25, 13,
Mr.
14.97.
Morrison and/or Ms. Clark, please contact 6500. Mr.
Okay.
Morrison and/or Ms. Clark, please contact 6500. Thank you.
Okay, last one, same deal, time, X, money, Y. Okay, so they put in 20,000, so that means I gotta do an X cal. So I get 30.15. Okay? So if you just practice that up and go over the other packet we gave you, you should be fine.